Hello, good evening students. Myself Kanhaiya and here today I am starting one of the very important chapter of class 12 and that is alternating current. First we will understand that what is the meaning of alternating current. Alternating current means when the current will change with time, when current will change its direction. For example see this thing. Suppose that this is time and this is current. So here, if suppose that any current is going like this, so if any current is flowing like this, we will say that this current is sometimes in plus and sometimes minus. So this current is continuously changing its direction, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. So when it is changing its direction continuously, this is actually alternating current. And you can see one more thing that with respect to time, when the time is 0, here. See, what is the value of current? 0. But when there is some time, let's say 1 second, so here at 1 second time, current has some value. So at 2 seconds, again it is 0. So when the time is changing, current is changing its magnitude. 0, here let's say 1, here let's say current is 1 ampere, again current is 0, here current is minus 1 ampere. Clear? Here current is minus 1 ampere, again this current will become 0. Clear. So what is happening that with respect to time, current is changing its magnitude as well as current is changing its direction. So when this type of thing will happen, we will say that this is alternating current. Very well. When we will understand direct current, so what is the property of direct current? If you will understand direct current, then if you will make the graph of current versus time, then the graph will be like this. What does this graph indicate? Suppose that this is 5 ampere. Let's say when the time t is equal to 0 second. When time t is equal to 0 second, then current is how much? 5 ampere. When let's say after some time is equal to 1 second. Then also what is the value of current? See, 5 ampere. When the time will become 2 seconds, then also current is 5 ampere. That is what is happening? Time is changing. What is happening? Time is changing, but current magnitude is not changing. Magnitude of the current is fixed. So what we will say that when the time will change and current magnitude is not changing with respect to time, we will say that this is direct current and this is unidirectional. Unidirectional means current is going in only one direction. Either the current will go in plus or current will go in minus. For example, suppose like this. Suppose like this. This is let's say time. And let's say this is current. So current is equal to minus 5 ampere. So time is changing, but current magnitude is constant. So this type of graph can also be there. That this is current time graph. This is current time graph. So time is changing. Time is 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, but the current magnitude is every time minus 5 ampere. So this is also fixed graph. This is also direct current. So direct current will be unidirectional. It will go either in plus direction or it will go in minus direction. But in AC what will happen? In AC alternating current will go in plus also. This graph, it's not necessary that always current type graph with alternating is like this. One type of alternating that is very famous, that graph will be like this. This is also alternating current. And magnitude is also changing, time is also changing. Sometimes you will see this type of graph also. Suppose that this is current, this is time, and current time graph will be like this. This is which current? Here see, for sometimes current is plus, for sometimes current is minus, again plus, again minus. So plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. And magnitude is also changing. So current magnitude is also changing, direction is also changing. What we will say? Which type of current is this? This is also alternating current, that is AC. So alternating current, we will write by AC. AC means alternating current. AC means alternating current, and whole of my study will be dependent on AC. So now tell me that you know the formula of power in current electricity. We have derived formula of power. Power is I square R. Right? Power is I square R. Or power is what? I into B. This is also formula I into B. So tell me one thing. That when we will calculate power using this one, if suppose this is a direct current and this is 2 ampere, this is 2 ampere current. So if suppose that this is a direct current, then we will surely write here current is equal to 2 ampere. Current is equal to 2 ampere and we will multiply with the voltage, we will get the power. Right? Or where if suppose we know resistance of the circuit and we know current, so I will write the current in hours 2 ampere and 2 K square whole into resistance, we will get power. So power is equal to I square R, right? But if suppose this is AC current, if suppose this is AC current, if suppose this is not DC current, this is AC current, then how we will calculate power? How we will calculate power? Head current value is not fixed. Head current value is fixed, so I can put it directly. But head current value is changing with respect to time now. So can you put average current? I will take the average of this, then I will put it here. No. Average current will be 0. Average current will be 0. Because plus maybe. What is the average of plus 5 minus 5? 0. So plus and minus, that will be 0. Again plus minus, that will be 0. So average current will be 0. Here if I will write current is equal to 0, there is no power. Acha, which type of current is coming in our house or in the school? In our house or the school, which type of current is coming? AC or DC? Alternating current. And what is that alternating current? That voltage is 220 volt. Which how much voltage is coming in our household? That is in our house in India. I am talking in India because it is different in different nations. So in India, how much voltage is coming? 220 volt. And what is the frequency in India? Frequency is 50 hertz. What? How much frequency is coming? Frequency is 50 hertz. So now see here that here what current? How much current I will take? If suppose this is 0 ampere, here is 0 ampere, and here let's say 1 ampere. So for calculating power, I will take 0 or I will take 1. I will neither take 0, I will neither take 1. I will take then minus 1. Let's say this is minus 1 ampere. So for calculating power in alternating current, direct current में तो कोई problem नहीं है. You will just put the value of this and you will calculate power. But in calculating power in alternating current, should I put 1 ampere per square? No, because for some time current will be 0 also. So I can't put 1. Should I put minus 1 per square? No, I can't put. Why? Because for sometimes current is 0 also. I can't put. And for sometimes current is plus 1 ampere also. So what I will do? I will take the average? No, you can't take the average also. So what? For that purpose, there is a special method that is known as root mean square current. Which current? Root mean square current. So before understanding root mean square current, let me discuss some more thing. You know what is frequency? Frequency is what? Number of oscillation per second. Number of oscillation per second. For example, suppose this is 1 second, this is 1 second, and if suppose a wave is coming like this, if suppose this is 1 second and a wave is coming like this, so in 1 second, how many oscillation is there? 1 oscillation. So what is oscillation? What is oscillation? Try to understand this thing. Try to understand oscillation. So when the object is starting from here, so one oscillation means suppose that this is pendulum, so this is known as mean position. This is known as mean position. Mean position means बीच का position. This is known as mean position. So if suppose that if I will hit it, then what will happen? This bob, this is known as bob. This is known as bob. So this bob will go from mean position to extreme position, again from extreme to mean, again from mean to extreme, again from extreme to mean. This position is known as extreme position. In class 11 I have discussed everything. This position is known as extreme position. Extreme position means maximum कितना ऊपर जा सकता है, right? So this when I will hit the bob, then what will happen? It will go from mean to extreme, again from extreme to mean, again from mean to extreme, and again it will come back to mean. This complete part is known as one oscillation. This is known as one oscillation. For example, see, this is mean, this is extreme. So mean to extreme, again extreme to mean, again from mean to extreme, again from extreme to mean. So from here to here, from here to here, this complete is known as one oscillation. This complete is known as one oscillation. So this will be one oscillation, this will be two oscillation, right? So in 1 second here, how many oscillation is there? One oscillation. So what will be the frequency? Tell me, what will be the frequency? 1 hertz. So number of oscillation in 1 second. What we will add? Number of oscillation in 1 second. Number of oscillation in 1 second. Number of oscillation in 1 second is known as frequency. Is known as frequency. Is known as frequency. Clear? So can you tell me that what is the meaning of 2 hertz? What is 1 hertz? Number of oscillation in 1 second. So if suppose in 1 second there will be 1 oscillation. In 1 second there will be 1 oscillation. We will say frequency is 1 hertz. Now see that in 1 second, if suppose a wave is coming like this. So in 1 second, how many oscillation is there? From here to here, 1 oscillation, and again from here to here, 1 more oscillation. That means in 1 second, how many oscillation is there? In 1 second, 2 oscillations is there. So what will be the frequency of this AC? 2 hertz. What will be the frequency of this AC? 2 hertz. So can you understand that in India, how much frequency is coming? 50 hertz. In India, what is the frequency of the current? 50 hertz. 50 hertz means in 1 second, how many oscillations? 50 oscillations. In 1 second, how many oscillations? 50 oscillations. Now you can understand it now. Now you can feel this. Physics is all about feeling the subject. You must have to feel the subject. Clear? After understanding this thing, we will understand root mean square current. What we will understand? Root mean square current. Root mean square current. Root mean square current. This is also known as IRMS. IRMS. This is also known as IRMS. R means root, M means mean, S means square, and I means current. So root mean square current. Root mean square current. अच्छा, how we will calculate this root mean square current? So IRMS. Now see the formula. IRMS. Which formula? IRMS. IRMS means root mean square current. अच्छा, in this what we will do? We have to progress in reverse manner. Reverse means उल्टा आना. First we have to do square. First we have to do square. किसका square? Current का square. Right? First we have to do square of the current, and then we have to take mean. Then we have to take mean. We all know how to take mean. For example, suppose that you have 3 subjects, and in physics you got, let's say, 50 mark. In chemistry you got 60 mark, and in biology suppose that you got 70 mark. So how will we take mean of 3 subjects? Physics plus chemistry plus biology divided by number of subjects. If suppose there will be 5 subjects, how will we take the mean of 5 subjects? The total subject by divided by number of subjects. Right? That is the way to take mean. So how will we calculate root mean square? Right? So first we have to do the square. So I1 का square plus I2 का square plus I3 का square plus I4 का square plus कहाँ तक? IN का square. IN का square. Then we have to take mean. After doing square, हम अभी क्या किए? We have to take mean. So how we will take mean? First subject का mark plus second subject का mark plus third subject का mark divided by number of subjects. So divided by कितना करें? That is n. कहाँ तक जा रहा है? This series is going up to n. So if suppose there will be 5 subjects, n will be 5. If there will be 10 subjects, n will be 10. Like that, and we will say that how much current is there? I1, I2, I3, I4. There is a lot of current. So let's say current is going up to IN. Current is going up to IN. So for taking mean of all the current, what we will do? I will divide by n. And then what we have to take? Mean root. Then what? This is mean, and then we have to take root. So we will take root. So this is known as root mean square current. This is the formula of root mean square current. This is the formula of root mean square current. And this formula is not difficult formula. This formula you can understand. That how we will do? First we will do the square of current. Square of current, that means I1 square plus I2 square plus I3 square plus I4 square. Up to how much? Up to IN square divided by, we have to take, I have done square of the current. Then we have to take mean divided by n, and then we have to do root. So do the square root. Clear? This is known as root mean square current. So in India or in anywhere, if suppose in alternating current they are giving you some value. They are giving you some value. For example, suppose that if suppose they are saying you that 50 ampere current is coming. How much? 50 ampere current is coming. So which value they are giving? They are giving you RMS. Which value they are giving? Because there alternating current is coming now. Which type of current is coming? Alternating. So you know that whenever there will be alternating current, so alternating current graph is like this. This will be current and this will be can. So sometimes current will be zero, sometimes current will be maximum. So which I will say zero or maximum? Neither zero nor maximum. Which current I will say IRMS. Which current I will say root mean square current. Root mean square current. So in the question, if they will say you nothing, directly say they will say you that current is equal to this much. So what you will understand that this is RMS current. Root mean square current. Which current is this? This is root mean square current. Clear? Okay, like it. Now we will understand some more thing, and that is some equation on AC. So which type of equation we will understand? First understand y is equal to a sin omega t. Y is equal to a sin omega t. This equation you all know that what thing is this equation. For example, suppose that this is a circle. Let's say this is the center of the circle. So what is happening? Y is what? Y is instantaneous displacement at any time t. Instantaneous displacement of object at any time t. At any time t. What is A? A is known as amplitude. A is known as amplitude. What is omega? Omega is known as angular frequency. Angular frequency. And what is T? T is known as time. T is known as time. Frequency. Frequency. Clear? So Y is what? Instantaneous displacement of any object at any time t. Now see, what is this omega t? This omega t complete this term is known as phase. This is known as phase. This is known as phase. Omega t is known as phase. Clear? Now see that suppose that there is any object here. Suppose that there is any object here. Like say this is any point P, and like say phase. Phase is actually angle. Phase means what? This is actually angle. For example, sin theta, you know the sin 30, sin 45. So this omega t is known as phase. Phase means what? Angle. So this omega t is the angle. Omega t is the angle. And let's say after time t, any object will come here, and this angular speed is how much? Let's say this speed is equal to omega. Speed is equal to omega. Now you can understand that when this angle will change, then what will happen? When this angle will change, make a projection here. Let's say when this angle will be 10 degree. Let's say when this angle will be 10 degree. Then this will be like this. Let's say this is 10 degree angle. Let's say this is 10 degree angle. This angle is let's say 10 degree. So when the angle will be 10 degree, then this projection will be less. This projection will be less. This is actually known as y. This is actually known as y. This y will keep on changing. This distance will keep on changing. When the angle is 10 degree, then y is this much. When this angle will become 20 degree, so 10 से बच के कितना हो गया 20. So when this angle will become 20 degree, let's say here. So when this angle will become 20 degree, now see this y will increase from here to here. So this y will increase. If suppose this angle will become 90 degree, 90 degree means this y will come here. This y will come here. Actually, this is moving like this is a sine function, no? So this will move like a sine function. You all know what is sine function? Try to understand sine graph. Try to understand sine graph. Sine graph will be like this. Sine graph will be like this. So sine 0 is how much? 0. Sine 0 is 0. So when sine 0 is 0, sine pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is how much? Sine pi by 2 means? Pi by 2 means 180 by 2. Pi is 180. So 180 by 2 is 90. So sine 90 is 1. Sine 90 is plus 1. What is the value of sine 90? Plus 1. If suppose pi by sine pi. So what we will do? 0 plus pi by 2. Pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus pi by 2. This will be pi. So sine pi means 180. Sine 180 means 0. Sin omega t negative. What is the value? 0. Now here see pi plus pi by 2. And pi plus pi by 2. First 0, 0 plus pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2 plus pi by 2, pi. Now pi plus pi by 2. This will be 3 pi by 2. This will be 3 pi by 2. So 3 pi by 2, sin 3 pi by 2. What will be the value? Minus 1. What will be the value? Minus 1. Now 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2. What will be? This will be 2 pi. This will be 2 pi. So sin 2 pi. 2 pi means 360. Sin 360. What will be the value? Again 0. So this is the graph of sine. This is the graph of sine. So whole the chapter will done like this. Our parent will also done like this. Our parent will also done like this. This will follow which graph? This will follow sine graph. So here see that when the angle will be 90, then this will be here. Actually, this thing is telling us about amplitude. This thing is telling us about amplitude. This thing is telling us about amplitude. You are seeing this length. This length will tell us about amplitude. What will be this length? This length will tell us about y. Y means after time t, what is the projection? Clear? So projection of point P on y-axis. Projection of point P on y-axis. This thing will give us idea about displacement. Instantaneous displacement after time t. This angle is omega t. This angle is omega t. This is known as phase. This is known as phase. Like that, you can understand in this that suppose. Now I am returning back to our AC chapter. In AC chapter, we will understand that E is equal to E naught sin omega t. E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So what is E? E is instantaneous EMF at time t. What is E? E is instantaneous EMF after time t. After time t. What is E naught? E naught is known as peak EMF. E naught is known as peak EMF. Peak EMF, or you can say maximum EMF. Maximum EMF. Maximum EMF. Clear? Okay. Now omega is known as angular frequency. What is omega? Again, this is angular frequency, and you all know what is t? T is time. T is time. So this is known as E is equal to E naught sin omega t. How we will make this thing? Now understand this thing. That how we will make this thing? This length of the arrow will represent peak value. What is this? Length of arrow will represent peak value of EMF. So whatever will be the length of this arrow, this will represent the peak value of EMF. And EMF is how much? E naught. So this is not a peak value. Peak value means maximum value. So E naught is peak value or maximum value. So this is the maximum value. That means E naught. This is maximum value. That means E naught. Clear? This is clear. Now see projection on y-axis. Projection on y-axis. So if from here you will take the projection. Projection means a perpendicular on y-axis. So if you will make a perpendicular from here on y-axis, this projection on y-axis indicate instantaneous EMF after time t. Here you can see one thing, that EMF is depending on time. EMF is a function of time. That means as the time will change, EMF will change. As the time will change, EMF will change. That's why I am telling you it is instantaneous EMF. It is instantaneous EMF after time t. Is it clear? Now what is this angle? This angle is omega t. This is phase. This is known as phase. Am I clear? So like this we will make, for example, suppose that if there will be an equation like this. If suppose that there is an equation like this, I is equal to I naught sin omega t. This equation will also come. That was the equation of EMF. This is the equation of current. So this will be instantaneous current after time t. What will be that? This is instantaneous current. Whenever I will add I, that will be current. When we will add E, that will be EMF. I naught will be what? Peak current. Peak current. Peak current. Or you can say maximum current. Maximum current. Again, omega will be angular frequency, T will be time, and this complete thing, whatever is coming after time, whatever is coming after time, this complete thing will be what? This is known as phase. Phase means angle. Phase means angle. Clear? How will make that graph? How will make that graph? Again here, this length of arrow will say, length of arrow will indicate peak EMF. Length of arrow will indicate peak value of current, as it will become peak value of current, and projection on y-axis will represent instantaneous current after time t. This one will become instantaneous current after time t. So this equation can be in the form A is equal to E naught sin omega t or I is equal to I naught sin omega t. If this will be I is equal to I naught sin omega t, so I will be instantaneous current after time t. What will be I naught? Peak current. What will be this thing after the time? This thing is coming omega t. Omega t will be the phase. It will be the phase. Clear? So what is the meaning of phase? You will understand it much more clearly when I will go inside the chapter. So I hope that you have understood all these things. So in the next lecture I will continue the next topic, that means circuit with resistance, circuit with current, circuit with resistance, circuit with capacitor, circuit with inductor. So we will discuss all these things. So keep watching. Thank you.